Cambodia is a largely rural society, with most making their living from farming and are afforded modest living conditions from a small income. Huts near rice fields or small wooden houses on the roadside are a sight as common as the warm and friendly smiles of the Cambodian people. At its peak in the 10th and 11th centuries, Cambodia was a hugely powerful country, stretching across most of Southeast Asia, including modern-day Thailand, Laos and southern Vietnam. The temples of Angkor are the most famous sight from this period, but others remain. Some restored, others reclaimed by the thick jungle vegetation that covers most of the country, whilst others are just skeletons of the huge structures they once were. Most recently, the Khmer Rouge and the Pol Pot regime have ensured a tragic history overshadows their earlier legacy. During their reign, an estimated 1.5 million people were executed or died of starvation, disease, or overwork. During this time, Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge absolutely destroyed all human capital, forcing anyone that was educated, wore glasses, or even had soft hands to their killing fields. Not surprisingly, Cambodia is one of the most undeveloped and disadvantaged countries in Southeast Asia. The country is still working through the hangover of the Pol Pot regime some 35 years after. Cambodia is the perfect location for adventure, and This World Exists knew that we could help make a difference. Trekking through a wild jungle is a super unique experience wherever you may find yourself. It is refreshingly raw and absolutely teeming with life. Twisted vines fall from the thick canopy overhead and bamboo trunks grow feverishly in the humid conditions. Our group trekked the Cardamom Mountains with no set path, just bearings from our fun and friendly local guides. This was ecotourism at its best, as the area has been under threat from poaching and illegal logging for years. To this day, illegal practices still occur, but providing a more sustainable income to these communities is extremely important for the well-being of the local environment. Tigers, jaguars, elephants and monkeys all inhabit these areas but are found in more deeper parts of the jungle. Tropical birds urged us along our path towards our nightly waterfall and swimming hole, right in the middle of the jungle. We felt like genuine explorers, cutting paths regularly through overgrown sections or over uncharted mountains in search of our next campsite. We slept in hammocks and cooked dinner on a large fire. This was an experience that we are very, very lucky to have shared with each other. This was the perfect way for our group to form a tight bond before getting our hands dirty and bringing our Cambodian education project to life. All This World Exists adventures have a strong purpose, and that is to help sustainably improve education outcomes in the communities in which we visit. Our Cambodian project was in a small village just outside of Kokong near the Thai border, called Boeung Kunchung. A strong military presence in the area ensured the school numbers were fluid, as families come and go from the area regularly. Despite the high government presence in the area, the school, whilst functioning, had been left without funding for quite some time, and we worked with the local community to bring some much needed pride back to their local school. The community needed help with a variety of tasks that included painting their main facility, building new toilets, helping to implement a strong hygiene program, fixing leaking roofs, and most importantly the renovation of an existing building to create a new library for the school and wider community. During our time in the village, our group also helped to create a sustainable waste management and recycling program that will help continue to fund a literacy program for children and adults. Rubbish disposal left a lot to be desired, so this incentive and program was much needed in their community. Clean drinking water and flushing toilets will also be attributed to our This World Exists group, as they funded the installation of a rainwater system that will help provide clean water for drinking and for sanitation. It was an absolutely huge 5 days, and every single person in the group worked tirelessly to maximise our impact whilst in their community. Our work in Cambodia has only just begun. There is so much more to do in Boeung Kunchung to finish off the first phase of our education project here. So if you or someone you know is interested in visiting Cambodia with This World Exists, we can promise one hell of an adventure and help you to create that sustainable difference to the lives of those less fortunate that many of us have dreamt of doing at some time in our lives. Help us to spread the word to maximise the impact in the communities in which we work. Our world needs change. Change the way you travel.